This is Texans TV.
This is Texans Playbook. I'm Drew Doherty, and you are you, and we're thankful for that. We're also very appreciative of you watching this edition because we've got some fun stuff to get to a little bit later on. The cinematic treatment of some recent games with Iron Sharpens Iron. And speaking of cinema, we've got a film about ladies tackle football. But we begin with a GOAT, greatest of all time type of GOAT. We're talking about Gary Kubiak. We're talking about Andre Johnson and Johnathan Joseph. Those three got together, the two former players interviewing their former head coach. It was a lot of fun. It was great to see them all back in the building, cutting it up. Here is some of that conversation.
I can't believe you two are doing media, man.
When I really looked at everything that you had, your resume, I was just like, damn, like, I was surprised.
You know, that's back when we were hand signaling every play. We didn't have the helmet stuff, and so in a lot of ways I was coaching and didn't know it.
You're a legend, a walking legend.
Hell, if I didn't get him the ball, man, he would just come stand behind me, you know. And
I feel like you don't think you're a legend, or you may not put yourself in that, in that category, but you meant a lot to a lot of people.
You may be the coolest podcast guy I've ever been with. So,
like I said earlier, we looked at your resume. You have a pretty lengthy resume. But 4 straight state championships at St. Pius,
yeah.
6,000 passing yards.
They throw for that in the season nowadays, right? You know?
So just tell us about that, man. Just like being, growing up here in Houston. To me, it's like you're a legend here.
I don't know about that. But, Dre, I grew up off Cavalcade and I-45, so I'm a north side kid. And I grew up across the street from a YMCA. So really, when I tell people how sports kind of started for me, that was it. Because my dad was a construction worker. My mom raised me and my 3 sisters. But if I wasn't in school or I wasn't doing something at home for my mom or dad, and I was over at the Y, competing, playing everything and just learning how to compete. So kind of all started for me there. And then I went to St. Pius, which was a big athletics type school. But I benefited, I think, from back in those days, and I don't know how it was for y'all, but if you played sports, hell, you played them all,
Right.
And nowadays guys get a little isolated in what they do. But, football, basketball, baseball. If we didn't have a baseball game, you ran on track team, So that was part of my life.
So you went from St. Pius to Texas A&M, and then to become the head coach in the hometown you grew up in. Tell me what that was like, how the feeling that was for you.
First off, it was great, but it was a little stressful. Being a head coach in the National Football League's a tough gig, and you guys know that better than anybody. But to come to your hometown and try to do it without distractions, you know what I mean? With a lot of people, I had to get a lot of tickets, man. I had to have a lot of parking passes and all that stuff. But when I look back on it, it was as special for my family that time as it was for me. So, I wouldn't trade it for anything to have an opportunity to come here for where we started, and where we started. We had a long way to go, and we scared them a couple of times there at the end. We're pretty darn good, so it was a fun ride, and I really enjoyed it.
So obviously, you've been here with Dre. He's in the Hall of Fame now. What was it like the first time that you had a chance just to – obviously, you guys drafted him, watched a ton of film, scouted him, seen him at Miami, do everything, but just to actually get him there, get him in practice, see him move around, and now you start to figure out what I can do with him as a player, schematically wise, things like that.
Yeah, when I got here, Dre, what were you in your 3rd year maybe, I think?
4th.
You were in your 4th.
Fourth,
okay.
Yeah.
So, when I came here with Charlie Casserly was the GM, and, I sat down with Charlie. He was really good at what he did. I had a lot of respect for Charlie, and, he basically told me, hey, you got a lot of work to do here. We got a lot of work to do, but you got a piece here that you can start building around and doing this the right way. So, J. Joe, the first time I saw him practice, all the great ones that I have ever been, I've never been around a great player who didn't work. And when I watched him work, it was easy for me. I didn't have to be the example every day. I just put him out there and tell him, you guys watch this guy. If we can get everybody doing it this way, then we got a chance. So really it was about his work habits. His talents speak for themselves, but the way he worked, the way he went about his business, gave us a chance to make up some ground in a hurry.
What makes it special about a player like Dre and a coach like you Because obviously I'm going back to your time from Denver and all over. I've seen the way you guys call up plays and draw it up schematically, but when you have a player special like him to where a guy can post 1,500 yards consistently and things like that, does it make your job a lot easier or harder because now you don't want to force feed him?
Well, it makes it harder in a good way because, man, when you got a player like that, you got to figure it out as a coach, because hell, if I didn't get him the ball, man, he would just come stand behind me, and the guys up in the booth would say, "Hey, Koob, you see him standing behind you?" I said, "I know, I ain't got him the ball," but no, it's what you want as a coach, to sit down with your pad and pencil and watch a lot of film and figure out how you're going to attack somebody, and then. Me talking to Dre saying, "Dre, you got to play all over the place, man, because if not, they're going to find a way to double you and take you away." So I started moving him. It was fun for me creatively, to do that. And he responded. Drake could go in a meeting room without a pen and paper, listen to you, take it right to the practice field in about 30 minutes. So not many players can do that. So it's a credit to him and his work.
Being in Denver and being backing up John Elway, how do you think that helped you as a coach?
Well, in a lot of ways, I was a coach, Drake. He didn't let me play very much, you know what I mean? So my rookie year, I was a first pick in the 8th round. So nowadays, I wouldn't have been drafted, right? And I don't know if you guys know that, but 1983 was that big draft. There's like 5 guys went in the first round: Marino, Elway, Blackledge, Kelly. I'm missing somebody his size. All them guys. I was the only other guy next that was drafted, and that was in the 8th round. So there was a pretty big gap. But I went to Denver. Elway was drafted by the Colts. So I was in Denver about 3 days, and they traded for him. So I'm thinking, hell, I'm going to have to pay them to play. Man, I ain't going to make this team, But next thing I know, they keep me. I was the 3rd guy going into my rookie year. John got hurt. Steve DeBerg got hurt. I got to play 1 week. Good things happened. Next thing I know, I backed him up for 9 years. So in a lot of ways, my career prepared me for coaching because – that's back when we were hand signaling every play. We didn't have the helmet stuff. And so in a lot of ways, I was coaching and didn't know it.
You didn't play as much, but did you just feel like coaching was the next thing for you? Was it something that was it a goal for you to be a coach?
Well, it's what I was thinking I was going to do before I got drafted. Right. To be honest with you, when I was leaving A&M, I didn't know if I was going to have a chance to play pro football. So I thought about teaching and coaching. That's what I wanted to do. And, I'd be darned. 10 years of playing got in the way. And then all of a sudden, when I decided to walk away from football, Dan Reeves was our coach. And he said, "Listen, I want you to go to work for me. I want you to coach for me." And I thought to myself, if I'm going to do this, I don't want to be given a pro job right off the get-go. I said, let me go see how I like this. So I got a chance to go back to A&M and coach running backs. Okay. And I was bored. I was coaching running backs, man. I wanted to coach quarterbacks and watch a passing game, and I'm watching all this, end zone film and stuff. But I fell in love with helping kids, and so I coached college football for 2 years. And next thing I know, Shanahan calls me and says, "Come to San Francisco." So, my first job coaching in pro football, coaching quarterbacks, I had a tough job. I had Steve Young, and he's the MVP. So I got spoiled pretty quick.
Stick with us. Texans Playbook rolls on.
Texans Playbook is sponsored by Community Coffee, strong as our roots, by Reliant, the official energy provider of the Houston Texans, and by your Houston area Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas.
Back here on Texans Playbook, Drew Doherty here inside NRG Stadium. And, Gary Kubiak used to roam those sidelines from 2006 through 2013. He coached some great Texans teams of the past. Andre Johnson, Johnathan Joseph, 2 of those great players. And as you can tell, those 3 really like being around each other, really like talking and catching up. And it was fun to have that goat talk go on. Here's a little bit more from some of that conversation.
I think the greatest compliment, for me, that you can pay a coach is when you talk about how hard his team plays. And that meant a lot to me. So, yeah, I always had player in me because I played, and I know how hard your job was, you guys, your job, and I cared about you. But if I ever saw us failing that way, not giving everything we have, not playing hard, not preparing hard, those things could set me off because, I wanted it to look the right way. I could handle any result as long as we did things the right way. And, it's funny you say that because I look at the guy doing it now. And, he's one of my favorites, and I know he's one of y'all's too. But Don't let that smile fool you now, because he's going to get after them. And they're going to play hard, and they're such a great reflection of him when you watch them play nowadays. So having your team play hard and caring about your players, two greatest things a coach can do.
It's funny you say that about him, chewing us out sometimes, because I remember
that
one
long
day.
walk from the back where he standing.
I remember he started practice over like 5 or 6 times one day. I don't know what was happening. I don't know. We just kept messing up on one play or somebody would jump off sides. And he's like, just start over. And I'm like, oh, my God, we're going to be out here all day. But if it was one word that you had to use to describe from your playing career all the way through your coaching career, what word would that be?
God, man, that's tough, Dre. Perseverance, maybe. I think, it's like this thing I'm going to do tonight at this touchdown club. I'm sitting there thinking, why am I getting this award tonight? And I really think it's just from kind of putting one foot in front of the other for a long time. I've been around good people, been around great coaches, great players, and I just tried to go to work every day and bust my tail. And, God, the game's been so good to me. So really just hanging in there. You guys know, I mean, if you play long enough, you're going to go through some tough times. But if you hang in there, you're going to go through some great times. So I think it's all about the big picture when you're said and done. I'll be 63 tomorrow, and I wonder where in the hell time went, But I just kind of stood the test of time and had a lot of fun with you guys.
Absolutely. And like I was saying, it's funny, even when you think about all the times. Like, I was pissed off when you first went up to Denver. I was happy for you, but it was like, man, we had it. He go up there with Peyton Manning, he get the Super Bowl. I'm talking about, we was big mad. But, congratulate you on it. Awesome career coaching plan. You're a legend, a walking legend. Obviously talk about a little bit about playing with another Houston legend, coaching with Wade Phillips. It was a good friend of mine, so it's kind of like incredible for me to just not thinking about it, looking back on knowing that you're a local legend. His dad was here, he's a legend.
I tell you what, I started being a hell of a lot better head coach when Wade started running the defense. It takes a lot of things in the NFL to be successful. It can't just be one side of the ball or the other. You got to do it all kind of ways. And I was very fortunate that I had people like him around me. So, hey, being with you guys, being with guys like Wade, made my life easy.
Well, I'll say this to end it up. I feel like you don't think you're a legend, or you may not put yourself in that, in that category, but you meant a lot to a lot of people. Just looking at some of the guys that you coached and hearing them talk about you in a way people respect you. Look how many Hall of Famers you've coached. Like, it's a tremendous honor to be coach and play in 7 Super Bowls. Like, many people can't say that, and that's why I say, like, when I really looked at everything that you had, your resume, I was just like, damn, like, I was surprised, so I had to do my research.
No, it's, God, man, I'm so humbled, you guys having me saying stuff like that, but, man, I just feel so lucky, really do.
After the break, Iron Sharpens Iron, the first installment of the most recent episode on Texans Playbook. This is Texans Playbook, and one thing we've been doing recently on Texans TV is Iron Sharpens Iron. It's an in-depth look behind the scenes with all sorts of access that you're not going to get anywhere else. There's been a 3-game stretch recently where the Texans were on the road, and they came back home and had a big one against a division rival. So here is the first installment of the latest episode of Iron Sharpens Iron.
One snap for the Colts, 1 second left. Texans up 3, trying to hang on. Richardson out of the gun. Here's the snap. He steps to his left. Richardson in trouble. And Richardson's going to be sacked. Will Anderson Jr. and Daniil Hunter get him. The ball comes out. There's a scrum for it. Everybody's still chasing it. And Will ends up with it. Game over!
today, the Houston Texans head north to take on the New England Patriots. The Texans coming off a huge last-second win over the Buffalo Bills to move to 4-1 on the season last week. The Patriots, they're 1-4, and the Texans are looking for their first win in franchise history at Gillette Stadium today. After locking up one of the best quarterbacks in football last week, an MVP candidate in Josh Allen, the Texans' defense heads to the other end of the experience spectrum this week. This is the big story in this game. They'll face highly touted rookie Drake May in his first career start today.
The Texans lose Nico Collins, but they gain back Joe Mixon. As long as he's healthy, as long as he can look the way he did versus the Colts, then that's a big shot in the arm.
You know, it just was long overdue for me. Honestly, I felt really great being back with the guys, going out there, having fun, playing the game that we all love.
I think the mindset was great. It's just about not being comfortable and how we can keep getting better, how we can keep executing it. And I think going into that week, that's all we really want to focus on. Like, we need to execute better, we need to get better. And just as far as like the defense and defensive line, we just want to keep chopping wood and, you know, just keep improving up front.
Don't balls. I need everybody with f***ing juice. Set the f***ing tone. Hey, we're Houston. Hey, take some 3. 1, 2, 3.
And the Texans will get the rock first. Mix into the backfield, and now Diggs joins the party. Stroud fakes the give, sprints out to the right, throws to the end zone. Caught, touchdown, Tank Dell. Houston scores on the opening drive.
Tank is really important to this offense. We got a hell of a receiving tandem. We got a hell of a running back room. The thing that we have on this offense is special. His speed is unmatched. I mean, the way that he runs is, you know, it's like he lightning fast for real. And I think Tank's a hell of a player, and really he just got to keep being Tank. And as long as he do that, I don't think nobody can mess with him. So sky's the limit for him, and I firmly believe he know that.
Good job, Tank. Great job, receivers.
That's 12 plays. Great start. Good stuff.
First and goal at the 10, Stroud at the gun. Mixon shifting to the left of CJ.
Obviously, they dialed it up for my number, obviously. I just remember coming across and running to the flat. CJ see me open, and I had to obviously deliver for him.
Who gets the snap and fires out to the left, has Joe at the 5, and walks in at the pylon. Touchdown, Texans.
Yeah, as soon as I scored, just set the ball down and run over to the sideline like, you know, we do this for real.
Hey, y'all boys eating over there. Hey, keep that foot on the gun.
May gets the snap. He's got a little time. He's going to gun it long downfield, and it's intercepted. Bullock running to his left, 45, 40, 35, 30, trying to find extra room, and he's down inside the 27-yard line. Kalen Bullock with the INT, his second of the year.
Yeah, you say that rookie word, man. It's just like, it's amazing because he doesn't even approach, you know, games or practice like he's a rookie. He doesn't approach this job like he's a rookie, and I think that's what makes him so special. And, man, he's just letting his instincts take over. He's just playing fast and having fun, and that's what you have to do when you're a young guy. He's taking full advantage of his opportunity, and we're happy to have him.
Hey, boy! What you do? You scream. You didn't even.
I couldn't believe I got talking about you the quarterback. That's what I want to say.
Hey, you reverse field on that. That was nice. Why did you go scope? Keep going. You talking about some?
Quarterback. You got to run the quarterback, though. Yeah. You good, baby. Stiff arm.
And you was getting loose.
Second and 3 at the Houston 40. May in the gun, one back hasty. Here's the snap. May dropping back deeper after taking it. Guns long down the right side. Caught, touchdown. Unbelievable. Kayshon Boutte with the TD reception as the Patriots get on the board with 11 seconds to go in the second quarter. And this changes the game. We have reached the break. The Houston Texans lead the Patriots 14-7 on the road. Back on defense right away following that late spark. More like a fire by the Patriots in the 2-minute situation. What do you think?
You need to stop here, and then I would give a heavy dose of Joe Mixon.
Close dot calling defensive signals. May gets the snap. He's got a little time, and now he's sacked. The ball is out. Hunter got it out, and Edwards recovers at the 10-yard line. Strip sack
So every time he gets a sack, I laugh because it's so funny when he leaps in the air and then like you get on social media and then you see somebody make a meme of him leaping in the air. But man, like it was just awesome. Like we talked about like coming back in the second half, like starting fast, starting hot, and him and Rio, for them to like have those plays back to back is exactly what we needed him, man. He's been a great addition to this team and I love having him here.
Second and goal from the 10, offset I formation, Diggs to the right side, and the pistol as CJ's between the eyes. Fakes the give, throws to the end zone, hits Stephon Diggs, touchdown Houston. A bullet to Stephon. First down Patriots at their 22. One back Gibson, here's May in the gun. Floats the ball left side, is tipped and it's intercepted. The Texans have it at the 26-yard line. Eric Murray, celebration ensues. Nixon in the backfield, CJ under center. Stroud gives to Joe.
It was basically just a, I guess, off tackle, you could say, run. And I just remember had a hell of a double team with Blake and KG. I just remember bouncing outside, like jump cutting, and Steph had his guy hemmed up on the left side on the perimeter, so I just got outside.
Bounces to the outside, 15, 10, 5 to the pylon. He's got it!
I hit the corner, finished, and turned up with the guys.
Yes, sir. I keep trying to tell him I'm really like that for real. But shout out to them boys up front.
Hey, man, a whale.
And them receivers, they cold with it.
First down, Texans at the Houston 46. Clock at 8 minutes to go. 13-point lead. Here's a toss to Pierce. Running right. Pierce across the 50. Pierce breaks a tackle. 45-40 right sideline. The 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Rock and roll. He's got the touchdown.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was happy to see that. Battling through injury, came back and responded in a hell of a way. And I'm just happy for him, and it was well deserved for him. Great run.
10 from the Patriot 40. May shotgun. Two receivers each side, one back Gibson. Here's the snap to May. He's in trouble. He's sacked. Back at the 30-yard line. Will Anderson Jr. Hat trick.
Is that the hat trick?
Yes, it is. 3 on the day for Will.
When I'm on the field, like I just zone out. Like I don't even know what I think about. I just think about being relentless and wrecking something. Like whatever shows up in front of me, like I'm just gonna wreck it. And I think like to have that mentality, that's what keeps me going, staying on edge and just wanting to keep making plays and having fun with my teammates. Like that's all I'm thinking about. It's like what's finna happen? Like what you finna do now? Like what's next?
This one is over. The Texans get the job done. They win in Foxborough for the first time ever, blowing out the Patriots 41-21, and Houston keeps it going.
Hey, man, hey, congrats to everybody, man. Really awesome job, right? Way to come up here, right, and do us, right? We played really well. We bought the energy. We did us well. Still, a lot to clean up, but I love the way you guys came out. Offense, 192 rushing yards. Hey, that's how you run the rock. Offense, way to run the rock, man. Way to run the rock. Beautiful to see. Defense, 4 takeaways. Great job, defense. Right? Way to hunt. And not only taking the ball away, but offense able to capitalize and score off of the takeaways. Outstanding job in special teams. We talked about being disruptive. You guys are disruptive all day, man. So great job. Special teams, offense, defense, all the way across the board. All right. For us, man, as an organization, right, we already know it's our first time with a win here. All right, first time with a win here, so everybody get a game ball. Everybody. Game ball to everybody, man. Proud of everybody. I'm proud of everybody. Let's get this plane back to Houston. Let's go.
Obviously, it's a big difference. Actually, it's a major difference between being 4-2 and 5-1. And us going in, I guess, Gillette Stadium and doing whatever we could to come out with the dub is everything, you know. I think that we have a hell of a team. I think that was our first game really playing complementary football with offense, defense, and special teams. Defense had a hell of a game. Special teams, they was doing everything that D'Amico asked for. And I think that we all responded in a hell of a way. So we just got to keep on carrying that momentum. We just got to keep on handling business one by one. And everything else going to take care of itself.
We've got to take a timeout, and when we come back, more Iron Sharpens Iron. Thank you so much for checking us out here on Texans Playbook. Iron sharpens iron. We've been having a lot of fun watching this. I know the guys putting it together have enjoyed that as well. Here's the second part of the most recent episode.
Welcome to Week 7 of the NFL regular season. 5-1 Houston Texans head back north to take on the 4-2 Green Bay Packers.
This is a monster. What Jordan Love and his merry band of pass catchers can do is dangerous. It is going to take everything they've got on defense to stay close.
It's going to be a great matchup. We're excited about it, man. We want to keep this thing rolling. They have a great offense. Jordan Love is doing some fantastic things this year, man. We're just going to go out there and do us and swarm and have fun and just be relentless and play the Texans style of football, and that's just being physical and having fun.
Offense slow to get going early in this one. Nixon back deep for Tommy Townsend's punt. And it takes a bounce down to the 16-yard line and a big scrum for it. Texans think that the Packers touched it, and they do. They've got the ball. A muff punt by Green Bay. They touched it. Texans have it. CJ hands off to Joe, running to the left. Joe across the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. Love hands off. Here's Wilson. Backfield blast. Love with some heat on, fires downfield and intercepted. Bullock has it at the 45-yard line down there.
His third pick of the season.
Stroud under center, first and goal at the 4. And taking it straight ahead for the touchdown, Joe Mixon, his second of the day. Love looks it over. Love looking left now, back to the right he goes. Jacobs, inside run. Jacobs to the end zone, touchdown Packers. And Green Bay back in front. It's go time for Houston. Down to 8:40 to go, clock running, about to get the rock back. Handoff Joe, right side run, has a hole, 45, 50, still going to the 45-yard line of Green Bay, Joe Mixon. Here's the give to Joe, straight ahead, 30, 25, and down at the 23-yard line. Wilson with the stop. Joe picks up 11. Third down and 10 at the 23-yard line of Green Bay. CJ in the gun, Dare in the backfield. All out blitz, Stroud in trouble. Scrambling to his right, throws right sideline and caught! What a catch! Xavier Hutchinson diving for the first down reception at the 12-yard line. The play of the game. This is going to be a 35-yard attempt. Left hash mark, crowd revs it up as loud as we've heard it all day long. Snap, spot, kick, it's good! Fairbairn makes it. Houston in front, 22-21 with 1:44 to go. Here is the Packer offense. Love takes the snap, throws underneath, wide open. Wicks and Stingley helped bring him down at the 50, and they're almost in range for McManus already. Here's Love firing downfield, and he's got Dobbs, and he's down at the 36-yard line. First down, Stingley with the stop. Here's Brandon McManus, 45-yard attempt, left hash mark. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it's good. The Texans lose as time expires. 24-22 to the Green Bay Packers. They fought back, but they come up 2 points short.
Just to have another opportunity to come out here and, play in this historical stadium. Go watch the film, figure out what went wrong, and try to just get better, and actually do get better. There's no try, and really just get back to practice and just work harder.
Every time we step out, it's an opportunity to learn, opportunity to grow. You go back, you learn from it. We see the mistakes, win or loss, we always learn from it. All right, appreciate it, guys.
Iron Sharpens Iron is brought to you by Houston Methodist, the official healthcare provider for the Houston Texans. Season after season, our team shows us what it means to play hard and leave everything on the field. The experts at Houston Methodist have proudly cared for the Texans for more than 20 years, helping the team train and perform at the top of their game. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
can't let me catch you now.
You flying now.
Now you flying? He locked in over there. Yeah, it's okay. You don't got the license yet. I'm getting whooped right now. Hold on. It meant a lot for us to just get this opportunity and, get to ask these kids questions, see their life story, and, have fun with these kids, play games with them. What you making right here? A pumpkin? I like it. I gotta get in my bag and get creative. Damn, what's wrong with mine? It's ugly. I got a little bit of bedazzled tongue. I gotta put some more. He said I gotta make mine more shiny. It ain't shiny enough, he said. It was nice meeting this kid named RJ. We was creating a pumpkin. I was just talking to him. 4 years old, he was just telling me his life story. We was having fun with each other.
Trying to come back to me.
Easy with that. One of the kids seen Kamari Lassner smile with his grills in. He told him those are cool braces. Once upon a time, we was little kids just like them, so it meant a lot for us just to come out here and have fun with them.
When we return, the last installment of Iron Sharpens Iron. We're back here on Texans Playbook. Drew Doherty inside NRG Stadium, and we've got one final part of Iron Sharpens Iron. Enjoy.
I thought you want this, man. And we got to punch that ticket today. You want to try to go? Take the motherfucking team. Win on 3, 1, 2, 3, win.
The all-time Texans villains are in town with their sights set on powering their way into a tie for first in the division. The Texans 5-2, coming off the loss to Green Bay last week on the road, while the Colts are 4-3. As the Texans won on opening day, Houston going for its second ever series sweep of the Colts.
See if they want to be in there. See if they want to play in there. Make sure that you bring your heart, you bring your intensity, you bring your physicality.
Here's the opening kickoff. Dameon Pierce, 20, right side, has some room, 25-30. Right sideline, 40, and he's out of bounds. Dameon Pierce, big return to open the game. CJ takes the snap, in the pocket, looking, swings it out to Mixon, left side, trying to make a move on a defender, does. 45 out of bounds across the 50-yard line. In the pocket, throws over the middle, easy pickings for Stephon Diggs. 3rd and 10 at the Indianapolis 21-yard line. Passes left, hits Tank Dell, and Dell is not going to get the first down. Fairbairn's kick, up and good. 35, left sideline, 45, 50. Finally wrestled down at the 40-yard line. Richardson takes the snap, passing to his right, and knocked down as Derek Stingley Jr. got in the way. Richardson in the gun on 3rd and 10 at the Houston 28. Here's Richardson in the pocket, floats the ball downfield to his right, and could not get the feet in. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it doinks off the upright, but through. First down across the Houston 49. Hands off to Taylor, running left, and this time Petrie has him. He's got a little time, pumps now, hit as he throws downfield to his left. Incomplete, it's 4th down. On 2nd and 9, Richardson calls for the ball. Wants to unload deep, he does. Downfield it goes, and Downs is wide open. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Josh Downs. CJ in trouble. Throws to his left, hits Dalton Schultz, 45 and down at the 48-yard line. CJ fakes to give. Midweek throws left side. Easy for Diggs. 3rd and 11 at the Colts 38, going underneath. He's got Robert Woods, first down. Handoff, Nixon, starts right, cuts left, 10, 5, Nixon still going, takes out a defender, and takes the ball into the end zone. Jones couldn't bring him down. Nixon has 6 for Houston, and they can tie the game with the extra. Let's go!
Yes, sir. Shout out to them boys up front. Tight ends, receivers. We late to the party, believe that. But I'm gonna get there though.
Richardson unloads long downfield and incomplete. Lassiter getting in the way of the intended target, Alec Pierce. Here's the rush. Richardson being chased down, and Will Anderson Jr. has another sack on his resume. CJ throwing downfield to his right, and he's got a man. Here's Dalton Schultz out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Here's Stroud taking the snap, throws right sideline, hits Diggs, first down, steps out of bounds at the 38-yard line of Indy. Richardson looking, firing right side. It's picked up by Petrie. Petrie running across the 10. First and goal, Houston. CJ to throw, looking. CJ steps up, fires right side of the end zone. Yes! Caught, touchdown, Houston, Ted Dell. The Texans take the lead. And just like that, the Texans back in front of Indy. Joe running left across the 5. Joe powering forward with a gang of Texans to the 12-yard line. Stroud gets the snap. CJ looking, firing over the middle, and diving catch. Xavier Hutchinson, did he get it? Yes! Across the 30-yard line. X with another sensational catch. CJ scrambling to his right, and he airs it out downfield to his right. Wide open, Diggs cuts inside 30, 25, Diggs still going 20, and he's down at the 20-yard line. The kick is up, it's through, and the Texans have a 2-score lead over the Colts. The handoff, Taylor at first down.
Oh boy.
Ekes out to the left and now turns on the Jets in out of bounds in the red zone. And that's the thing keeping the Colts right in this thing, the running of Johnathan Taylor as much as anything else. Richardson takes the snap, pumps, Richardson scrambling, Richardson on the move, 25, and Richardson is going to be brought down by Jake Hansen. Here's the snap, here's the spot, here's the kick, it's through, and the Texans maintain their lead, but now it's back down to a 1-score margin. Pressure, he fires right sideline, Dell on the comebacker has the first down catch. Hands off to Joe, starting left, cutting back right, 50, 45, there's traffic, he's down at the 40-yard line. He picks up 15 yards and another Texans first down. In the pocket, looking, now dancing to the right side, directing traffic, throws downfield, and caught by Mechie! Inside the 25, heads for the sideline, they cash in.
Sign of a good coaching staff is how fast can you get guys ready to play in case there are injuries throughout a game.
Fairbairn. Here's the spot. Here's the kick. Up. Good. Fairbairn makes it a 10-point game again. 23-13 with 12:21 to go in the fourth quarter. Third down and 10 at the Houston 25. Texans sending extra people. Richardson steps up, fires right side, and caught! Shotgun takes the snap. Hands off to Taylor. He's in. Straight ahead for 6. And we've got ourselves a 1-score game. And the Texans in need of an answer. 3:54 to go. Colts have 3 timeouts. Stroud fakes the give on first down, fires right side, hits Dell. Here's Mixon straight ahead across the 25, 20, breaks the tackle, 15, 10, 5, and down at the 5-yard line. Joe Mixon almost all the way. CJ with the toss to Joe, and is it a fumble?
It is.
It is a fumble. This turns the whole game around. Texans with the lead, about to take it in, and the Texans have to make the defensive stop now. Up 3, 23-20. 4-man front from the Colts 18, handoff Taylor, and Will Anderson Jr. swallows him up. From the Colts 13, it's deafening at NRG Stadium. Here's the snap, here's pressure on Richardson, hit as he throws, and incomplete left side. Third down and 15. Richardson shotgun. Richardson in trouble. He's sacked by Danielle Hunter inside the 5. What a sack. Third down and 8. Nixon straight ahead 1 yard. And the clock runs with 35 seconds now. They will punt this one just outside the 1-minute mark, and the Colts are going to have plenty of time to do some damage. Need the defensive stand to get the season sweep of the Colts. Richardson escapes to the right side. Richardson on the move. 15 takes the shot by Derek Stingley Jr. Richardson with time. Over the middle he goes. Brought down. Hail Mary time. 1 second to go. One snap left for the Colts from their 49. Shotgun. Richardson in trouble. And Richardson's going to be sacked. Will Anderson Jr. and Daniil Hunter get him. The ball comes out. There's a scrum for it. Everybody's still chasing it. And Will ends up with it. Game over.
You deserve that, boy. You deserve that.
23-20 Texans. They sweep the season series for the second time ever and run their record to 6-2. A commanding lead in the AFC South.
Hey, congrats, man. Congrats, man. Congrats. Give it up for yourselves. Hey, congrats. Hey, man, we talked about it starting on Wednesday, right? No strain, no game, right? You guys relentlessly went out, man, and showed to 1 second on the clock. It took everybody in this room, it took every single second for us to strain and be relentless as possible to finish 1-0. All right, and that's what it takes every single week. All right, I love everybody in this room. Appreciate the effort from everybody. All right, support staff, coaches, players, everybody here, man. We do this thing together. Right, love the way we hunt together, and it'll always be about that. Team first every single time. Y'all with me? Sure. Hey, man, got another one Thursday. All right, got another one Thursday. Quick turnaround for us. We'll get the schedule to you guys. We'll be ready to go. But right now, I want everybody thinking about recovery. All right, rest, recover. Rest, recover. Let's rinse and repeat. Thursday night, we going to New York, baby.
Coming up, we've got a hard-hitting look at some ladies playing football in the past. Stick with us. One final segment of Texans Playbook here. And recently, Andre Johnson and a bunch of his former teammates, a bunch of former Houston Texans, got together for a screening of a movie about the Hurricanes. Herrricanes. It was a football team, a tackle football team that was all female a long time ago. The Houston Texans recently hosted an exclusive screening of the new documentary, The Hurricanes, at NRG Stadium. Vice President of the Houston Texans Foundation, Hannah McNair, Pro Football Hall of Famer Andre Johnson, Texans legends, and Lady Texans invited members of the Westbury High School girls flag football team to join them for the screening of the film. Several members of the Hurricanes were also on hand to share their experience with the next generation of female athletes in H-Town. After the screening, the girls' flag athletes had the opportunity to hear from McNair, Johnson, as well as the film's director, Olivia Kwan, and original Hurricane, Marty Bryant. The Houston Hurricanes were part of the first women's full tackle football league in the 1970s. Their story is one of commitment, courage, and strength. Despite adversity and hardship, they fielded a team purely for the love of the game. What they started is a movement that is still in motion today and continues to inspire the next generation. She's next. Go Texans. That's it for Texans Playbook. We really do appreciate you watching. We had a lot of fun putting it together. And make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel because there's all sorts of goodness there. For Gardy Swingby and the rest of the crew that put this together, I'm Drew Doherty. We'll see you next time. And H is up.